Welcome, everybody, to episode 29 of No Outside Food Allowed. We've got a bunch of movie news to cover this week, including the Disney-Fox merger, our review for Mission Impossible Fallout, plus Teen Titans Go, just came out this week. We'll continue our No Outside Flix Allowed with the Netflix movie What Happened to Monday. I'm Adam, and I'll be the Mr. Fantastic of this fantastic foursome today. With me today, Sam Lim.
The Ben Grimm, a.k.a. The Thing.
Chris Felix.
Okay. I'm sorry, guy. I'll be Johnny Storm, the Human Torch.
Sorry, one of us is getting it. Chris Gagne.
I mean, technically, I'm not in studio, so I am invisible. So, yeah, it's fine. You know,
There
Sue
you
Storm
go.
here.
That's how to roll with it.
Well, you're really pretty.
Sorry, man. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
I was suggesting that we could find a loophole and say
I am
Spider-Man.
the Jessica Alba of this group. You're right.
There you go.
You got better acting chops,
If
though.
you mean the no talent pretty person.
Oh, wow.
I was bringing you up. Adam took it south.
How dare you, sir?
Whatever, Yoan.
Sorry. my
Rufford,
bad.
whatever the hell your name is. What have you done recently?
I'll just stretch myself out of this room.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, what's been going on?
I rewatched the entire Apes trilogy with my kids who had never seen it, and I gotta tell you, man, those are some really well done films. Like, we were watching behind the scenes footage about how they were doing the motion capture, and if people haven't checked them out, like, they did great with them. The first one's an awesome setup. It's not perfect in any way, but like a new take on it, and they tied all the stories in to help continue it on. And Andy Serkis should have won an Oscar for what he did in those movies.
So you really like Mark Wahlberg then?
Not that one.
I was gonna say which one you
That doesn't
started on.
count. No.
Yeah, that doesn't count anywhere in anything. Like just the recent Apes trilogy, okay?
I would like to see those kind of in a back-to-back format.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a blast. We did one each day, and it was fantastic. And that's all I did this week was watch everything I possibly could. Six
Which
movies.
one was your favorite?
Teen Titans Go.
Oh, okay. I'm in amongst the
The
but-
Apes. Sorry. What is it? Rise, Dawn, and War. Dawn is my favorite. The second one.
And
Second.
War.
Okay.
I actually really liked War. I loved Woody Harrelson in it.
Yeah?
I thought he was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was probably my favorite of the three too.
That was really good.
Yeah, I like the closure. The fact that like he worked so hard to protect his family and he was able to get the pack out there. Like everyone's out there safe finally. And I'm like, okay, cool. He finally gets
Matt
to
Reeves,
relax.
Good director. Like I look forward to hopefully if they ever do it, his Batman movie. So we'll see.
Right. I was looking forward to a noir Batman.
I think we'll still see it. I don't know. I want to see them do something like Hush or something like that. Just, I don't know, like that noir style, like you said. I think that'd be great to see.
Yeah.
Just give me more Deathstroke. I want to see
Slade.
I want to see Slade.
Hey!
What about you, Felix?
Well, I had kind of a busy week. I had to go out of town, but I did watch the entire Ip Man trilogy.
Nice.
The other
There you
weekend.
go.
Proud of you.
Awesome.
Those are so awesome, dude.
You inspired me, man. I want to do that now.
Dude, they're so fun. Donnie Yen is just a man. Like that. I think the first one is still my favorite. Just that, like, I mean, just throughout the movie, he's just kicking ass. But when he does that 1 versus 10 fight, oh my god, dude, just the chills that I get and just seeing him go unhinged is just so great, man. And I pretty much discovered that he's basically Goku.
Exactly.
He's just
Kinda.
constantly,
Yeah.
just doing his martial arts and pissing off his wife, and she's, just constantly yelling at him for not.
He's like
breaking the
apologizing. He's
furniture.
like, I'm sorry. I'll buy
Yeah,
you
he's
one."
always like quick
I'm
to
sorry.
apologize, and he's just like so zen with his fighting style. Like, he's so like awesome to watch, man. The third one's cool too because Mike Tyson's in it. Like,
What?
I swear to God, he's in there.
Yes.
He plays like
That's
this sort of
amazing.
like he's just like the big business boss guy. He's over there and he's trying to take over a school and all that. And you can only take him as serious as you can take Mike Tyson, but at least he actually goes toe to toe with Donnie Yen, and it's a pretty awesome fight. It's like he
fighting's
actually gets
like-
to show off his like boxing skills. He still got it, man. He can do it.
If you like it, check out Donnie Yen's new movie trailer called Big Brother. He plays a teacher who tried to take care of students, right? And the students are being poached by the Chinese mob or gang. So by day he's teacher, but by night he's an ass kicker.
Nice.
He's out there kicking ass. It's a ridiculous trailer, but it's good. It's good.
What's the title?
Big Brother.
Nice.
I like
Yes.
Yeah, when's Ip Man 4 supposed to be coming out?
It's in what was it? Is it called pre or post production when they edit everything and put it together?
Post.
Post. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in post right now
Oh, so it's
because
not-
it's gonna filming 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it now, dude. I'm
Oh,
really
dude.
excited.
Him versus Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to steal
Chance.
Oh my God,
whoever's
it's so good.
whoever's got the trilogy. I'm gonna have to steal it while I'm out there.
It's on Netflix, dude.
Oh,
That was in
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
I watched them all on Netflix, man.
There you go.
Nice.
That was cool.
Dude, the fact
fantastic.
that to see both guys trying to outdo each other with their own stunts. It's gonna be amazing. Like that movie, we have to watch in theater as a group for sure.
I'm down.
So I'm there.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say, I picked up the latest comic for Saga,
Okay.
and they ended it on like a bombshell.
Damn it.
And then they were like, "Yep," and now we're gonna take a year off.
A whole fucking year.
Yep.
Damn you, Brian K. Vaughan.
After like 50, I think they're on 55 issues. I think
And that's
I think
55
maybe,
straight, like every week.
No, I think they go once a month.
Oh, okay.
So they've on a few
So
years
you don't
now,
do the
but,
graphic novels. You do the
I do the
comic-
weeklies.
the weeklies.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wait till graphic novel comes out then.
Yeah, but this one, bombshell, and then they're like, "Yep, peace out. We're gonna take a break."
Well,
To
he's
be
a
continued.
busy man.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has
I'm sure
to
he's
go
got
work
a
on the
ton of
script
stuff.
for What the Last Man TV show.
Maybe my question is, did he not have like a script written out? Like now he's got to go and write the second half of this, saga. Did he get to where he, wrote to originally?
I mean, I imagine both projects require so much focus that, like, he doesn't want to spread himself thin and, give a lackluster project for either end, considering both are, such well-renowned properties. Especially, like you've been saying, how long Saga been going on for, like, consecutively?
Sure.
It's 55 singles, once or twice a month. So it's, they're pretty few years deep.
Except
in
I
that
read a
project, so-
statement, they want to take a break just to kind of get themselves refreshed. You know,
Yeah.
like just
Plus,
allow
plus he's also
creativity.
working on The Girls too.
Yeah. What's
Or
that?
Paper
Paper
Girls.
Paper
Paper
Girls.
Girls.
Which is
Sorry.
also a good one.
Yes.
True enough.
He's
but,
the man.
But thanks, Brian Kavon. Leave me on the edge, man.
As Felix tries to apologize for him, and I'm like, no,
Sorry.
give me my saga.
It's like,
Freaking cliffhanger.
yeah, thank you for all your awesome content, you asshole.
Felix, this is the one that you just started, right? The kind of
Oh, yeah.
odd
I'm,
sci-fi.
Yeah, 2 volumes in, dude. It's super crazy, man. I don't know how to describe it. Just go read it.
Just a crazy sci-fi.
All the
yeah.
scrotums.
It's
It's Star Wars.
there's everything in there.
211.
Like literally, I don't know what else to say about it. It's weird as fuck, but it's so entertaining too. It's like a really good story too. It's like it's got that great family saga element to it.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's so abstract. Like the most random, weirdest things will pop up. Like, how much weirder can this shit get? And like every time I turn a page, I'm like, what
It's kind
is
of like
that?
along the line of weird of Aeon Flux. Remember on MTV? It has that like
liquid
kind of
television
like
thing?
that weirdness to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like that weird style.
There are no humans. Everything is a different race. So
Yeah.
it's pretty trippy.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, let's move on from Saga, but yeah, good stuff. You should pick up that one for sure.
I definitely check out the new update for Ghost Recon Wildlands. There's a new update
Still
came out
playing
this
that?
week. Dude, because updates are so good. A few months ago, you had to go save Sam Fisher, and now I had to go save the crew from Rainbow Six.
Oh, what?
They should up
cross
same company
Crossover.
crossover because all Tom Clancy, but they brought in some of the characters from that game into this game, and they're trying to find the Colombian drug lords, of course, and they're trying to like figure out who committed the crime. You're basically CSI with a shotgun. In the game, there's different challenge modes, right? So in this game, it challenges you to complete all the missions in close quarter combat with shotguns only. I was like, all right, I'll terminate this.
My only question is, do you have to get all stealthy in order to save Sam Fisher, or did you just go in blazing shotguns?
Sam Fisher was actually pure stealth. I was not able to use any of my equipment and be spotted at all. So I had to memorize
Okay,
4.
kudos to them.
Yeah.
Yes. I had to memorize 4 rotation patterns, sync it just right as soon as all the guards rotate different ways, and run just fast enough to get Sam Fisher. But once you do get to Sam Fisher, as he downloads to the USB drive, then you go apeshit. At which point, I set up landmines and clay mines and just have people come to me.
You just went commando.
Yes, just a little bit.
Nice.
I was just going to ask a question. Who's Sam Fisher?
He's from the Splinter Cell series.
Got
He's
it.
like the main protagonist there.
He was from the original beginnings of the Tom Clancy video game series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
character.
you should open with that part.
Got it.
Yeah, true.
Got it. I have to go back like 5 games to know what's going on.
Well, you got to finish Last of Us first.
Yeah.
Right.
How's that going?
I've had the kids here. I've been
He's been blasting
relegated
through
to
movies,
lots of Fortnite and lots of movies. And
which actually is a good segue into Movie Pass, because you got to get to that as much as you can, because they apparently are running out of money.
Rest
So
in peace, you corrupt
They
business.
had to borrow $5 million to cover basically what they spent on last weekend, so they stopped service. Did you have problems with that, Goni, at all?
yeah, it's been nuts this weekend. It's the first time that I've had like email updates from them twice in a weekend. Had my service like blocked out. So, you're trying to make your weekend plans. I'm like, okay, I'm going to open it up and see what's on. Okay, we'll go see Mission Impossible. Wait, why is it like blacked out? Like if you've used their app, like it's pretty, user friendly. And so when something's not working, it's very clear. Like it was all kind of grayed out. It was there, but you couldn't select it, and there was no explanation why. And then they send this, email out about having to, make changes to the app, and it's only working for e-ticketing theaters. My theater just happens to not be an e-ticketing theater. I don't know what that means, because Regal has every other e-ticketing system you can think of, Atom, and they have their own e-ticketing system within Radiant. Like they should have it covered. But for some reason, MoviePass was having issues, and I think it had more to do with cache than their quote-unquote app problems. That's what I remember hearing that they blamed the cache on, was that they had server issues and they needed the money for that. I think they're not paying their bills personally. I think it's getting to the point where they're running out of money. I was blocked today to go even check in at all for anything, and they said it was technical difficulties, again, with the app, when I think it's more like, hey, we don't think we have money to cover the amount of tickets that are being purchased. They're out of cash.
I never understood how this business model was supposed to work in the first place.
How they're going to survive it all.
It doesn't work.
And eventually, this was going to happen. They're going to run out of money because, everybody's taking advantage of it. So, I mean, where does it go from here? They've surcharged every movie from when they went bankrupt to now,
our friend John was saying his surcharge was
$8.
And Gagne's is $6.
$6, yeah.
And then you're already paying how much a month?
$9.95 for one of them, and then I bought the year pass for mine, and it was only $7 a month. So
okay,
but they've already like done the peak pricing thing to like my wife's account, my account, because I paid for the annual thing. I'm not subject to the peak pricing, but it's just been honestly, it's been week after week now. It's kind of like, when are they just going to shut down? Because you're right, they never had a plan. It seems
they're kind of rolling with the punches right now, huh?
Yeah, and they were funded at first, and they had enough money to start this business model, and they got too big too fast and didn't have contingencies in place for how to pay the studios, or even deals in place to get a discounted ticket from the studios, because they're bringing in all this extra business.
Right.
They had a lot of smart business savvy for certain things, and then it just seemed like they weren't even looking in certain directions. You're like, but what about this? So
I saw their stock dropped almost 90%.
What?
In some areas,
Jeez.
and
it's down to like $2 a share, maybe under that at this point.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, people are dumping and running quick, and it sucks, because all they did was lay out a blueprint for the big chains to make even more money now, because they can Regal now. AMC already did. They started their own service. You know that AMC is going to follow suit. Cinemark's going to follow suit. They're now just have a blueprint of like, we can offer probably $50 a month, and people are going to buy it. Because people like me who want to go once or twice a week, like, yeah, I'll probably buy it. Like,
sure.
Damn it. I was paying $10 a month.
Got me. Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm going to pay $50, and it's still worth my while.
Yeah, that's true. But hopefully those don't have like peak pricing or any add-ons.
They'll find a way to.
Maybe they'll be like the new Napster and just be the first to like, invent that.
Yeah. It's very much the first of its kind. It's only going to, change and evolve throughout here.
I'm sure someone in Silicon Valley is plotting it out right now, trying to figure out all the numbers and figures.
Right. They're like, these guys failed doing any kind of, future thought. Like, what if we actually dug into the numbers and, figured it out? Hopefully it comes, to something that's better.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it's not going to help make a difference to Disney.
Not to Disney.
Yeah.
Of course not. They just... we'll just jump into that one. They picked up Fox. It's official. They just bought it for $71.3 billion.
Is that a cash or not?
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Billion.
Yeah. I think it was cash. It was before, cash and stock options, but, I don't... They're making like some sort of new Disney conglomerate, with Fox's...
Oh, I thought you were about to say that Disney's making their own money called Disney dollars.
Disney bucks, yeah, for sure.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, they're this close
mouse
to...
money? Gosh.
They've almost got the Infinity Gauntlet of all their properties now.
Oh, jeez.
We've definitely covered this a lot. I just wanted to give a rundown of some of the properties that are now Disney, and let that just sink in. These are now Disney. Some of these will be princesses, man. Think about that too. So
I can't wait to see Princess Magneto. So beautiful.
So
Deadpool,
of
man.
course we got Deadpool, we got X-Men, we got Fantastic Four.
Yes.
So they're gonna be, enveloped into our comic book MCU, which is gonna be awesome.
Yes.
Welcome home.
Yeah.
Speaking of welcome home, little side note: Fantastic Four finally came back into the world of Marvel.
Yes, they
Just
just
let you know.
their new comic books out. It's
Finally.
pretty cool. And also Deadpool, it's gonna be Disney. So is it gonna be rated R still? We don't know.
I really hope Disney will leave Deadpool alone. It's like, I know it's your dark, like redheaded stepchild you don't want to talk about because it's rated R, but just let it do its own thing. It's growing. It's
How great was
maturing.
that piece of artwork that you shared, Sam, from Rob's? How do you say his last name? Liefeld?
Oh, Rob
Liefeld,
Liefeld.
yeah.
Liefeld?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
with
one?
Deadpool walking towards the Magic Kingdom
Yeah.
castle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's true though.
Yeah.
He's gonna destroy the Disney castle too.
I think they're gonna find a way to keep it rated R, honestly, because like
gotta.
Disney's like it's so huge at this point, especially like with all their entertainment film and all that. They're gonna have like sort of subgenre where they can not plaster the Disney logo all over it, but it's still gonna be a Disney
Be a black
product.
label like DC's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to be just a subsection where they can allow more adult content. Because if Disney's going to own everything, you can't just forget about the adult stuff. You gotta
Exactly.
you gotta have your
You can't
your
Disneyfy
raunchy
everything?
humor.
And
Yeah.
if you
Are
remember
you
back in the
sure?
day, they used to be that way. They used to
Oh,
have
they
Buena
used to,
Vista
yes.
Distribution separate from Disney's like actual Walt Disney name, and
Exactly.
Touchdown Pictures was really associated with Disney, but it was its own division to release adult films. Adult being
Wasn't
adult
like
subject.
Miramax was like that too, wasn't it? Like
Right,
sub-
exactly,
Yeah.
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 But now Miramax is dead. But
Anyway, continue on with some cartoon properties now. Disney, Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, King of the Hill, and Bob's Burgers.
a lot of things that
All
Disney, don't
Disney.
enjoy. That's the thing.
I know these are all like the
Archer as well, because FX.
Yes,
Oh.
Archer. And don't
right.
forget your
FX,
favorite
yeah.
show, Adam.
Yeah.
Orville.
Orville for sure. I
They're
actually like
officially
Orville.
part of
It's pretty
Disney
funny,
now.
Actually,
Well, no, I'm saying it's a good show, but
Yeah.
like you know how like
basically anything Seth MacFarlane.
these shows are geared towards adult, right? The satire is more political. The climate's way more different than what Disney is
Sure.
used to.
These are all kind of right
Yeah.
themed kind of Fox
So
comedies.
for them
Disney to get it,
to step into this pool, I really hope they don't shake things too much, because find the way it is. The old rule of thumb: don't fix what's not broken.
well, that's what I was saying earlier about Disneyfying stuff. That could easily go that way of changing all of these cartoons to something totally different.
Because we already saw that change in Family Guy. Family Guy used to be able to make yearly comedy specials about Star Wars, right?
Right.
But as soon as Star Wars was purchased by Disney sent them a letter saying, "Hey,
This is our property now.
these are our property now. We don't like the style of that joke. This is how we are." So basically, Seth MacFarlane can't do it. One person that can still do Star Wars jokes, surprisingly, is Seth Green for Robot Chicken.
Oh, really?
But even then, he has to sign like tons of release form and get Disney's approval first. So when he does do the Star Wars jokes, they're not as
They're all
dark
approved.
as they were.
Yeah.
They're
Sure,
a little more
sure.
toned down and watered down
Yeah.
like Disney.
Got the
Totally.
mouse of approval.
Exactly.
Exactly. So also they're getting Alien and Predator. Maybe they could revive those. I don't know. We still haven't seen the new
yeah.
Predator yet, so I guess that's time will tell on that one.
What
but,
about Ghost Rider?
Right.
Who does Ghost Rider go to?
That's already back with Marvel.
yeah,
It's already back?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, they've
because
had Ghost Rider in Marvel's
Agents of Shield, yeah. So technically,
Okay,
they've
okay.
already had the name because they even used Johnny Blaze, which was,
Okay.
dare I say, the Nick Cage version.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Marvel has that back. So I don't think that's an issue.
Where's my new Blade? I want some more Blade movies, bro.
Right, that'd be sweet. And then also last on my list, Planet of the Apes, which Guys just watched. So yeah, also now Disney.
Do you think they're gonna just continue to milk that series now?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see why not.
Why not just use one of Caesar's sons? Spoilers.
Poor Andy Serkis. It's never over.
Bring Mark Wahlberg back.
Okay.
Hashtag bring Mark Wahlberg
No,
back.
Quick-
what's wrong with you? Stop that.
Quick side note: Andy Serkis.
Say hi to your orangutan for me.
He made the movie called Mowgli
Oh, that's
that was
right,
shown
yes.
at CinCon. Apparently, it was snagged by Netflix this past Saturday. Netflix purchased it for I forgot how much million it was for.
Yeah,
From
interesting.
Warner Brothers. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I think that's very
Exactly,
interesting.
bro.
This is precedent right here. Netflix seems to be buying up everything.
Are they trying to catch up?
Well, absolutely.
Should we all just write scripts?
So what do you think? Is that a commodity that they like traded? So what did Warner Brothers do? Start speculating what they were going to make on that film, and then go, we'd
Well,
rather not
they
waste
did,
money on promotion.
They bombed at was it Show West or CinemaCon?
Oh, was it?
And the audience hated it. So maybe they
Really?
were like, well, maybe this isn't going to work out. And Netflix offered them a buttload of money, and they're like, all right, cash out.
Oh wow. I didn't hear the reviews. That sucks, really. So it just bombed.
It fell flat on its face.
Yeah.
Like the review was not warm at all.
Nope.
So what is this exactly like about? Because we know the
Jungle Book.
Well, I know Jungle Book, but like because I heard about this like at the same time as the Disney Jungle Book was coming out also.
It's his interpretation.
Right, but like, is this the exact same story, or because I know it's after Mowgli, but
It's
like
more like Kipling's like actual like book. I think it was more close to the source material, very more like dry and serious in nature, not songs and comedy. And I think it was just going to be a more serious movie. Which,
like darker tone.
Right, which I think they've done before, haven't they? Like
they did actually, yeah. Back in the '90s, I forgot. There
Yeah.
was another Jungle Book. I forget what actor it was, but I remember seeing it, and yeah, it just had a more adult tone to it. It wasn't trying
It was
to
Luke
be
King,
like,
wasn't it?
comedy. No, he. Damn, I'm gonna have to look him up now. But no, I remember seeing him in a couple of films too in the '90s. I'll have to hold, please.
Nah, got you.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
the trailer came out, and I was like, I don't know about this. I mean, I like Andy Serkis, and that's cool that he's playing a character, but like first time directing, right? Like
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, I found him. This was Jason Scott Lee. He played Mowgli in the '90s. And Carrie Elway was in here also, and Lena Headey. How about that? And Sam Neill. Holy crap! Look at this cast. And John Cleese. What the hell?
Wow. Big name.
Stack some names, hope for the best.
No, this is the 1994 version. Probably it has a 6 out of 10 on IMDb. So
There you go.
not terrible. It's probably better than Tao.
Write a script and throw a bunch of famous names
It's
at it.
probably better than Tao.
I think everything's gonna be better than Tao.
Oh man.
Everything. But I mean, good on Fox. You know, they just made a bunch of money. But now
71 billion.
Now it comes down to quality control, and just are they gonna please the fans, or are they just gonna Disneyfy everything? That's what I'm worried about.
Let's jump into. There was some casting for Star Wars Episode 9. Some stuff that went final. It's official that Lando's going to be in it. Billy D. Williams. So good luck not dying. Carrie Fisher is going to be added to it, but it's going to be footage that's already been shot.
Okay.
That was during Episode 7 and 8, and so we're not going to get a CG Leia, which I like.
Thank God.
Thank God. Exactly. Filming starts this week. So.
Oh, you skipped the important guy.
Which one?
Mark Hamill.
Well, of course. Well, yeah. Okay. Luke's going to be back, so...
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's very important, okay?
Force Ghost.
Especially...
Yeah, Force Ghost for sure.
Oh, yeah.
No, I want him to wake up and be like, I had a weird dream.
That's what we got our fingers crossed for that one. Yeah.
Sam, that's the script we wrote. Shh, quiet. Don't tell anyone.
I don't mind sharing it with J.J. Abrams, okay? He'll justify
Hey,
it.
dude, we'll take that
So-
Disney money. Come on.
I mean, I'm super stoked on the Lando thing, but like, what are they gonna have him do? Like last I remember like hearing about Billy D was like his health wasn't really good, and
Right.
like I mean, what part are they gonna? I don't know. Was it the success of Donald Glover that they decided to do this, or just like we
Could
needed
be.
another?
Could be. They just
throwback
needed another
kid?
cameo that they need to kill off, maybe.
I feel like people have been kind of asking about Orlando Billy D, since The Force Awakens, because it had everybody from the original cast but him. So I think it was
You might
just
as well
kind of
bring him in.
expectations at this point. As far as what they're going to do with him, I have no idea. I don't know what to expect from this movie after
Right.
The Last Jedi, because
Oh, I know, right?
I mean, I feel like if people didn't uproar the way they did, I feel like we may have had a general idea of where it was going, but now
I feel like there's no
be all
way
kinds of
this
course
movie is
correcting.
going to be like a hit because the expectations are so out of whack with it.
I'm very curious to
There's no
see what
good
the opening
gauging
weekend
on
is.
it yet. I'd say casting's good so far. I'll just wait till the first trailer pops out from J.J. Abrams. Then I can kind of feel it out or gauge it from there.
He's gonna give you like cut shot after cut shot of everyone you love, and
Everybody has
the
solar
music's
flare.
gonna be great, and
We're all going to
tell
see
you
it.
nothing about the story.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a bunch of lens flare. Oh no, more flare. More
I'll
flare.
take the lens flare over blue milk any day.
What do we say? It was turquoise or something like that? Like
Yeah,
seafoam
so
green?
you know what's funny is I tried to start watching this again this week, and
Yeah.
man, every time like it started to build some momentum and like, okay, I could get on board with this, it's like just slam right in the face with something stupid and unnecessary. And it's like, all I kept thinking was like, this movie is so disjointed that if they could just cut out like half of it, you'd have a really good 90-minute Star Wars film. Like this would be awesome.
True.
Right.
There are good things in there. Like there's so much, like just God, every time you like start to crawl out of the hole, they boot you right back down and it's like pisses you off.
The part that really like hits you and you don't need the comedy was when like Finn wakes up and he's just leaking. He's just leaking over the ship. I was like, that's
JJ
useless.
will fix that, I feel like. I think there was less, while it was super like heavy on the nostalgia and, you know, I think that at least I'll take that over some unnecessary stuff.
There you go. Keyword. I was just about to say unnecessary. It's just like you said, every time you think you're getting like good story and drama, they just hit you in the face.
Yeah. Were there any other big casting announcements for it, or other than the Billy D one?
As far as the other cast members, everybody's back. You know, Kelly Marie Tran, she'd be back.
Good for her.
You know,
I'm
all
happy.
like Finn and Rose there. Yeah. So nothing surprising, I guess.
There's no like character castings though, right? Because didn't we say Kerry Russell had gotten cast as well?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Kerry Russell was cast.
Yeah, but
we're not sure who she is yet.
Okay.
Are we getting back the stutter guy? Benicio
You know, I'm not sure. I have to look that one up. I don't think I saw him on the list, but I'll have to definitely look that one up. I got to see how it ends. You know, this would be the last episodic Star Wars.
Well, I still have Clone Wars, so I'm happy.
Yeah, we're all gonna see this. Let's just
right.
just to admit we're all gonna be there.
Nothing will be worse than The Last Jedi. So there you
Tao?
go. My opinion.
Yeah, that's already been done.
I don't know.
Tao's worse.
I don't know.
What?
Wow, really?
Adam is a broken man.
Wow.
Adam, who hurt you? Tell me who hurt you. So
Ryan
we can
Johnson.
Well, he deleted over 200 tweets, so you should feel better.
Oh, it was
20,000.
20,000? Okay.
20,000 tweets, man.
Jesus.
Even after the fallout of
James Gunn?
James Gunn, Ryan Johnson went on a Twitter delete storm, and I think he had something like 23,000 tweets, and now he's down to like 12 or 1,500 tweets.
Are you sure it wasn't because he listens to our podcast? Because
that's kind of what I thought. So
this guy Adam really fucking hates me. I got to do something about this.
One of his tweets, hashtag damn Nofa show.
Yeah, they're going to get me.
Who forgot a
Wow,
cease and desist
over
letter?
20,000 tweets?
Sir, please stop mentioning Ryan Johnson.
I was wondering, did he do that himself, or like did he get an assistant be like, hey, for next 8 hours, I just need you to like do this. Just hit delete.
Can't imagine how long that would take.
Quite a bit of drinking.
Or, you know, what he's afraid of.
Probably had a
leaking.
test group to screen his like tweets like, tell me if anybody's offended by this.
Does it, does this sound stupid or get me in trouble?
Yeah, he
Anybody?
probably had a big diverse group of people and just like,
Would you
who's
fire me
offended?
over this? Yes? Okay, delete them all, please. Thank you. Wow.
Maybe he's a genius.
Maybe.
I mean, he's got a Star Wars trilogy of his own writing with Disney, so I mean,
He's got to be careful.
I'm just going to wait for Jon Favreau's.
Or the Lord of the
TV series, though, isn't
Game
it?
of Thrones guys.
Yeah, Jon Favreau's doing a TV series, but I'll support him. He never lets me down. I love Zathura.
So he's getting a series too.
He said that with a straight ass face.
Okay, so Favreau's getting a TV series, and then the guys from Game of Thrones are getting a series too, right?
Correct.
Do we know what they're doing, or as far as where the show's
Well,
going?
all these are aiming towards that streaming service that's coming out.
As far as story wise, like we have Old
no.
Republic or anything we're talking
I
about.
no idea.
I think the Game of Thrones guys was going to be like Knights of the Old type.
That'd be sweet.
Because of the Game of Thrones background, they go
That'd be so sick.
Yeah, get some cool lightsaber fights and stuff. That'd be sweet.
That would be fantastic.
I agree.
Sign me up.
I would take that.
All right, let's jump into Mr. Tom Cruise, which I love. Mission Impossible Fallout.
So good.
Number 6 in the series. The 3 out of the 4 of us have seen this, so we're going to try and keep this a little spoiler-free.
I'm sorry. I had a busy week.
That's okay. Go and watch it. I thought it was fantastic.
Must watch in theaters, bro. Seriously,
Probably
the sound,
probably
the
my
music.
second favorite. The first one being my first. But this one was fantastic. You can definitely tell they still love the franchise, and Tom Cruise puts everything into it. Guy is, 55, 56, still doing his own stunts, and you can absolutely tell the difference between, somebody that's actually flying a helicopter.
I'm
doesn't know how to.
going to tell you this, Flex. I'm going to tell you this, okay? You're going to get tired just watching him doing all the running. Like you'll get tired. That's what happened.
I get tired of fucking reading about him.
No,
Honestly, all the stuff that he does.
No, Chris, I kid you
Dude,
not, man.
He ran
does
about
so much
5
running.
miles in like 30 seconds.
Oh, it's the best.
It was awesome, though. No, seriously, I don't know what else to say about this movie, Sam.
Oh man, it from beginning to the end, it just hits you. You keep going. Everyone played who they were supposed to play, right? The little hidden shell games was good. Kept you guessing who's working for who.
When you think you have it figured out, you don't.
They change it up a little bit, and I like that because that's one thing I do enjoy about the movie is when they like got you. I enjoy that. I enjoy being gotten. Being surprised. I really enjoy it because when I watch Mission Impossible, I'm always trying to try and guess who's who from the beginning, right?
Of course.
And the way they played it out was really good. The storyline was a little predictable near the middle towards the end because you kind of know what's going on once you pick up on everything. But just the interaction and just to see characters get more displayed. Like this time, I actually really enjoyed Vin Rame's character because the past couple movies, he does the one-liner. He's always the tough guy, right? This is actually one of the first films we saw his soft side. He showed that he was vulnerable and he actually cared about Ethan. Like he talked to people.
Team member for life.
Yeah, he talked to other characters and explained to them how he feels about the situation, and it was just really, really good. And to see Simon Pegg, aka Benji, still being a hilarious character with his little 2-bit remarks is amazing for me.
Yeah, he's the best comic relief.
Yeah, like his timing's good, the way he delivered it, and his little twerks throughout the movie was really good.
And he gets to play the part of an agent this time.
Oh, dude.
So he's not just kind of the tech guy.
Yeah, he's actually on field, on site.
Yeah.
So it was good. And the additional character of Superman was awesome because they said he's a hammer, and he literally is. He comes in as a fucking hammer throughout the whole movie. Very jockish.
You saw the fight scene in the trailer in the bathroom. Like that was awesome.
Yeah, so the fight scene you saw in the trailer, it's 20 times more intense.
Yeah. It was a long fight too, and was crazy choreographed.
Good. Tom Cruise officially names it the reload when Henry Cavill does the
shoulder pump.
Yeah, the pump.
I like that.
He called it the reload. So throughout the press tour, he had Henry
Got to
Cavill
do the move. Got to do the reload.
Exactly. Henry Cavill's like fine. Cause I watched his like 5-minute joke about the cast playing pranks on each other throughout the whole press junket.
Sure.
So I thought it was hilarious.
It felt like they got along too. Like
definitely.
They had that kind of Fast and the Furious family vibe.
Except you can understand what people are saying, and people actually got hurt.
Yeah. Well, Tom Cruise definitely broke his ankle, right?
Oh,
on that one stunt.
Dude, I looked up that stunt.
Yeah.
And they replayed it slowly where the moment he broke it, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Which scene was it that he broke?
The roof jump. When he hobbles off, that's him really limping off. Because he told the director, we're only going to be here one more day. Let's just finish it.
Him finishing the scene was him limping off toward the camera, right?
And then remember how he that motorcycle chase? That's actually him.
Around the Arc de Triomphe?
Yeah. That's actually him on it with the camera crew trying to keep up with him.
Right. Going in reverse traffic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So my hat's off to the guy. He did all the work to
He flew the helicopter by himself. He did a halo jump. High altitude, low open.
He does the climbing on the helicopter, which like the way
Up
they
the
set
rope.
that shot up to be.
When he fell. Yeah. Everyone lost their stomach that day.
Right.
But dude, the movie is so intense. You're just gonna love every single moment. Trust me. And the addition of Angela Bassett, she's a hard ass, but like she has a good reason to be. That's about it, without spoiling too much.
Yeah, she's like the government handler.
The CIA.
Yeah. So she's the one that wants to do whatever it takes to get it done. And,
did you like it, Gagne?
Oh, I loved it. I'm trying to decide where on the list. I'm with you, Adam. The first one is still my absolute favorite, just for its everything about the first one. I can watch that thing over and over. It's probably my third favorite because I really liked Ghost Protocol when they introduced Jeremy Renner and Brad Bird, who did The Incredibles, directed that one. And I don't know, I liked the direction of that one, but I have to go back and watch. There's so many of them now. Like the one thing I'll say, like they continue to find ways to like make it just a little different from the last one, whether it's different stunts or, like you said, Sam, like they made Ving Rhames' character a little bit more depth. They gave more depth this time. Like he had the 2 scenes with the 2 women at different times in the movie, and like they were well delivered and they made sense and it wasn't cheesy, and like they just are done well. Like that's why I continue to like them. Like they never disappoint. Like, yeah, it gets, predictable. Of course they're going to save the day, but they're actually tongue in cheek about it. They ask at the end, how close did we cut it? And like always, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like, duh, we get it. It's Mission Impossible. Like, they're not going to die. You might lose some side characters, but it doesn't mean it's not fun. It doesn't mean they're not jaw dropping to watch these stunts be done by this guy. Like, he hasn't let me down in a long time. I mean, The Mummy wasn't great, but that was probably the last movie I was like, whatever. But it wasn't for Tom Cruise's fault. Like, the guy's entertaining. The guy does it well. I highly recommend seeing this in theaters too, because it's just one of those. Seeing those stunts and those shots are just like, oh.
I thought the sound and the music were excellent too.
Oh man, it was just perfect.
It never felt like it dragged at all.
No, right?
So the motorcycle in between like the columns and stuff, like in the theater, was just, you could hear that sound that it makes when you're whooshing past, and it's just oh, everything about that was so cool.
Just the way they filmed it really put you like in the perspective of just the action shots. So I thought it was really worth it. I gave it a 9. What'd you guys think?
I'm giving it a 9 for sure, dude. Definitely. Just because. Yeah, I have to. I'm a sucker for it.
I'm a Tom Cruise fan, so yeah, maybe a little biased, but I liked it.
Well, not only Tom Cruise, but just the franchise, like the way it was rebooted by J.J. Abrams, then on up. I really enjoyed the first one, but it lagged in the second one. But when they rebooted it, it got better, and it just kept going.
It hasn't hit the point where like Fast and the Furious, like they just kind of keep dropping for me anyway.
Yeah.
Like this one is steadily, they up their game every time.
Yeah.
So it's not like always, it's Tom Cruise on a motorcycle. Well, this time, you can actually feel it. It's actually worth watching.
Definitely.
Sweet. Can't wait to see it. So can we forgive Henry Cavill for keeping the mustache then?
That was all Universal, just messing with him.
I know.
Yeah, it was good though. He was an excellent character.
I'm really
He was
excited
definitely a wild card, that's for sure.
What do you give Gagne?
I'd have to go 9. I think I said initially 8.5, but I mean, the more I talk about it, the more excited I get about going to see it again. So
right again. I'm down to see it again as well.
Yeah. I got to see it now.
So well done.
Yeah,
dude, let us know when you're free, man. We'll go with you.
Yeah,
like it's $5 at Brennan Theaters.
The one
We're coming to Brennan Theaters.
I gotta knock them a little bit though. The one bad thing is their air conditioning was off.
Dude,
so we sat there
that theater was so fucking hot.
2.5 hour movie, man.
Where'd you guys see
our butts off? Brennan Theaters.
Brennan Theaters.
Oh crap!
No, was it Brendan?
Yeah, the
awesome.
AC broke down, and then someone fucked up the projections because
that's right. The house lights came.
The house lights came up.
Oh my god!
Like the last quarter of the movie, the house light came up for at least 15 minutes until someone finally knocks it off.
A few minutes, yeah.
It's because we weren't there to fix the air conditioning, man.
I know.
Mystery,
I was so tempted.
wasn't there to get us on the roof.
Aren't the switches still on the side? I mean, can we like activate the house lights there?
Right?
You guys should just jump down and check to see if the switches
We
are.
were in the middle of the theater, man. It was assigned seats.
We know secrets.
It was fun though. We had a good time still.
However,
They did hook us up with tickets, so they were very generous.
At the end, the manager was really nice. She stood there, she understood the situation, just handing out tickets with the sorries. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to heckle you.
I wasn't even going to say anything, but she was standing there, so I was like, all right, cool.
Might as well.
100%.
Yeah, well, of course.
And I got my free points from Fandango too. Yes.
There you go.
Nice. Win-win.
All right, also came out this weekend, Teen Titans Go.
Yes.
I mean, I'm actually a big fan of this. It's pretty funny, but I didn't see it. Gagne saw it. Sam, did you see it?
No, not yet.
So just Gagne?
I'll wait for you, Adam.
Okay, cool beans. What did you think, Gagne?
All right, this is complete spoilers, man. I'm going to give you
Do it. I don't even care.
Pull the trigger. I heard there's Deadpool
honestly,
jokes.
I've been a fan of the show for a while. I don't know what it was. Like, I like it. It's funny. It's not, I know people complain about it because it's not the actual Teen Titans, and that cartoon was well loved and received, and I had nothing wrong with that, but I also have nothing wrong with this. Like, I like what it is for what it is, and it's silly, and it's a Saturday morning cartoon version of some of our characters that we love, but it works. Like, it's just so entertaining and so fast paced. Like, the writing is sharp, and the movie did not disappoint. I mean, it's one of those you have to watch again because you're laughing because other things are happening and you miss some of the jokes that are on screen.
So a lot of Easter eggs.
Yeah, ton of Easter
Need
eggs. Like it's
subtitles
always
to
like,
catch them all.
yeah, right. I mean, and play it on half speed to see all the different characters and the different posters that are on the wall, and it's there's a end credit scene. That's a little wink. I don't want to give anything away, but like it's entertaining. It's not even 90 minutes. It's just 3-4 episodes pasted together into a movie form. There's some funny songs in it. It worked. I loved it. I wrote a little blog about it, and you can go on our website and check it out. But I would recommend it if you're a DC fan and you like the characters. There's great voice cameos, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
I would give it probably a 9 as well. Like it satisfied me in every way that I was expecting. Something silly like that too.
Awesome. So this one, the Robin doesn't say F Batman, right?
So
Thank God. No, but Nicolas Cage is Superman.
Without spoiling anything, I don't know if this was intentional, but I feel like it's too smart not to be. There is a plot point that ties in with DC's streaming service.
Nice. What?
So, I don't know if it was intentional, like I said, or maybe I was just reading too much into it. But it's literally like Deathstroke's.
Jim Lee's got a plan.
Oh man, it's so good. You got to watch it. I was laughing about it, still talking about it when I came home with my son and telling my wife about it, and she was looking at me like I was a lunatic.
Like you're stupid.
Yeah, like you are a dork. Go away.
Of course.
I guess we'll have to watch it now, Adam.
Of course. I like to hear that. It's just an hour and a half. That's that's a good time frame.
Interesting cast in here. Will Arnett's in here. Is he Slade Wilson?
He's Slade.
That's awesome.
Slade. Yep. Why don't they call him Deathstroke?
Because there's another version of Deathstroke, like what are the different Earths, where he was just Slade and he was like a Terminator version of Deathstroke. But they do a lot of goofy things with it, and they take a lot of liberties, and it's just funny. I mean,
they use that stuff to their advantage. Different universes.
You got me, Gandhi. You sold me on it. You sold me on it. I'll go watch it now.
Like that was a hard sell.
Well, it was, remember? Because I'm against Green Lantern.
Yeah, you're not for this at all. But
Green Lantern.
I got a question real quick. So I guess I don't know as much about Nick Cage as I thought, but there's a cast member in here named Kal-El Cage. Did Nicolas Cage name his son Kal-El?
Yes. He did.
Wow.
Yep.
He's a big Superman nerd.
I honestly did not know that. I knew he had a Ghost Rider tattoo, but I did not know he named his son Kal-El.
Did you know that Henry Cavill named his dog Cal?
That's cool.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That's acceptable.
Yeah, but this is your child. So I'm like, whoa.
And sadly, Eddie is not here, but there is a BVS joke in there.
No.
I'm here. I want to hear.
Okay. Tell us.
They're on the set shooting a sequel to BVS, and they start at that scene like, "What's your mother's name?" And it's like, "Martha, mine too." And then they stop and they start hugging on each other, and he's like, "Wait, what's your father's name?" It's like, "Mine's Jonathan." It's like, "Mine's Thomas. I hate you."
And they're back to enemies.
Go back at it again. And I was just like, "Yes, thank you."
All right, so makes fun of themselves. Cool.
They make fun of themselves plenty, and it's one of those like, we're not going to take this seriously. Like, it's a freaking cartoon that's 20 minutes every week, so let's have fun with it. And they do, and it's
nice.
just brilliant.
Oh, sounds like we'll have to make a date for all three of us, and we'll FaceTime Gagne again as we watch it.
There'll be plenty of seats. It did not do well.
Oh, really?
I think it did like 10 million at the box office.
Wow.
So I can definitely use my movie pass.
Yeah, that one was not well. If it works, it didn't work for me today, so I had to pay.
It was no Lego Batman, huh?
Apparently not.
Still stand by the first one,
Well,
or the Lego movie being better, but Lego Batman was good.
I love Lego Batman. That was great.
They're making a sequel to the Lego movie, right?
Yes.
Lego movie too.
Milk that cow.
You got to.
All right, so
As long as it's not blue milk.
So we're continue on with our No Outside Flix Allowed segment. We've been catching up on a bunch of B-rated, to say the best of them on
movies.
Netflix movies.
The I.
We call them straight to Netflix, straight to video,
straight to Blockbuster. Yes.
There you go, because there is no Blockbuster besides Alaska now. There's still one
No,
in Alaska.
Nope. The two in Alaska closed. It is officially where I live is the last Blockbuster in the world.
You're at the Highlander?
Bend, Oregon has the last Blockbuster, and I've been there. And it is the Great White Buffalo.
Do you have a membership?
Yeah,
I still have
Blockbuster card, bro.
I still have both my membership cards.
From Blockbuster?
Yes.
Dude, you're gonna put those in like the museum at one point.
Yeah. I think I have mine somewhere
They
too.
belong in a museum. Anyway, our newest movie that we just watched was What Happened to Monday.
Correct.
And in this movie, it was this was another kind of sci-fi movie. It's set in the future when there's way too many people born. Overpopulation. So the government kind of takes over, and it's very like
passes law.
Martial law, and anybody that has more than one child, they have to send their other siblings to the government site, and they cryogenically freeze them,
quote unquote,
to wait till a better time when
to waken them.
They figured out their problem. It comes to a woman that I think she dies in childbirth.
Yes.
Yeah. But she has 7, was it sextuplets?
Septuplets.
Yeah, and there so 7 identical twin girls.
Yes, but
So
they also have the
obviously
coolest grandpa ever.
So that's an issue.
Yes.
Yes, but their grandpa is of course William Dafoe. So he's gonna strive and fight for these girls. And that's kind of the plot, is how these 7 girls go about life.
How they survive.
Trying not to be detected by the government, because as soon as you figured somebody has a sibling, then
you're fucked.
Basically the army comes down on you.
Yep.
So what do you guys think?
Well, let me ask everyone this at the table: how long did it take you to figure out what happened to Monday?
What the twist was?
Yes.
Do we want to? Are we spoilering this thing?
Oh yeah, the movie's been out for a while.
It's on Netflix.
How long did it
Spoiler
take
alert,
you?
everyone.
My problem with the movie is it had an awesome concept.
Yes.
And I thought it should have been more about these girls growing up and what their challenges were day-to-day basis, and it had that one cool scene where one girl lost a finger, so then all the girls had to take William Dafoe took a hatchet and chopped all the fingers off, because they all got to look alike. So I thought that should have been more of a focus, and then they went into this we gotta save the world and what happens to all these kids and what the government's doing wrong, and then it kind of went into had some kind of ultra violence when they were dying, and there was some stuff to it. But I thought they just kind of went the wrong direction with this movie. That's my opinion on it. What do you think?
You want a little more of the day to day? Following as a kids growing up.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Adam hit on a point that I brought up. To my wife, I was just like, I wanted more Willem Dafoe first off, because his character was cool, and you wanted to see more of him raising the kids. Like, they give you that one dramatic scene, but they don't really give you much other than that, other than some we're going to give you quick instruction, of how this is going to work for plot purposes, and then just fast forward. And there could have been more of showing them growing up. Maybe that was too difficult to show 7 kids looking alike at different ages. I don't know if how they did it with the young girls, but maybe they just digitally couldn't do it all, too expensive, but they needed a little bit more backstory. And the feel of the movie jumps around a little bit. It's kind of sci-fi, but kind of violent, but kind of this story of these girls trying to survive. It wasn't bad to me. It just didn't blow me away. There was some really cool stuff. Numi Rapace, that's how you say her name? Or I don't know how to say her last name.
Right.
But she was awesome. She kicked ass in this movie. I thought, I'd probably give it a 7.
I agree. I put it right around the 7 mark. What'd you think, Felix?
I liked it. Actually, I thought it was fun. I didn't really start thinking about those elements of what it would have been like to see them grow up more until you guys started bringing that up. So with that being said, I kind of think this would have been awesome as a mini series. If they kind of stretched this out and got more background, like you said, or more of the upbringing, because I really did enjoy those flashbacks with Willem Dafoe. Those were some of the highlights. That scene where they amputate all the fingers. That's one of my favorite parts, because that's oh shit, that's how far he's willing to go to be sure that these girls are protected, and I thought that was really, really awesome. So yeah, I would have liked to see more of the survival elements as far as them growing up and adapting in that world. But I enjoyed the movie for what it was. I thought it was a fun ride the entire way through. I thought Glenn Close, played a pretty good villain. She had some pretty crazy makeup that made her look all kinds of scary, bitchy. But yeah, no, I thought it was a lot of fun all the way through. There's the twist. I guess it sort of seemed like it was coming up pretty quick towards the end. The reveal is that the sister pretty much sold them all out.
Right.
I kind of felt that coming more towards the end, but I enjoyed the ride all the way up into it. And the violence, it didn't really bother me so much. I feel like it kind of suited it at some points. It kind of got grotesque in some parts, but it didn't really bother me so much. But all the way through and through, I thought it was an entertaining film. And then seeing as, what they were doing with the cryogenically frozen cryogenically frozen kids. Yeah, they're incinerating them.
Yeah, of course the government's not doing what they say, and
Yeah.
they're actually killing everybody. They're not really going to bring all these people back.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. We've seen like Soylent Green and stuff before like that. Like I said, it's somewhat predictable in that. But I thought it was decent decent enough. What do you like
It's an
plot,
entertaining watch, to
keep you hooked.
Yeah.
Decent enough to
like
keep
a
you hooked
thought,
in.
like the thought of it is good. The ending and how they get there, meh.
Yeah, it's one of those that wraps up very neatly. Like, it's got a very nice, like happy ending in a way, sort of, or melancholy, I guess. They stopped everything. They stopped the evil government, and now they're going to continue with the normal society, I guess. But I mean, like I said, I thought it was a very entertaining watch all the way through. I don't consider it a bad movie. Like I said, it's not the greatest thing ever, but it was definitely really fun and entertaining for me. I give it like around 7.5 overall.
Okay. What you got, Saint?
For me, I watched it. I enjoyed the concept. I enjoyed the direction. I just didn't enjoy how they were killing everyone off so fast. But I understand that they were constricted. They have to start killing off the characters, start getting things going. It had a good idea, and I want to give it a 7. So I'm gonna give it a 7. But however, the little sci-fi flaws I noticed were, of course, the henchmen can't shoot. Only the main bad guy can shoot perfectly with a headshot every single time. Everyone else is missing left and right? And of course, it's the one guard that's gonna try and help her out to his fullest because he's booty blind.
Right.
He just loves her a lot. So I totally understand those genre plots or those genre situations we're used to from watching so many sci-fi movies. This is a usual situation you'll run into. I wanted to see more of the elaboration of individual characters growing up, like you were saying. Like that'd been really cool because
more of the days out. Like
like how they
totally.
grew up into the one with blonde hair.
Like how was each
the
one
with short
different on
hair.
their special day out?
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to see that, right? Because originally this reminded me a lot of Orphan Black. Because I watched that series, and that series are same style. All the clone sisters meet up because they found out about each other. They grew up, so you didn't get to see how they grew up, but you saw the end product, which is a lot of unique individuals, but helping each other out. But it felt very similar. Like I said, I just really wish I saw a little more of the development because you saw the little kid losing the finger. Fast forward, one's blonde hair, one's an alcoholic, one sleeps around, one's a boxer. So there's a lot of stereotypes, which is fine. But I just want to know what inspired them to grow into that character because they're only able to go out only one day a week per person. It's Netflix, so it's not too bad. Better than Tao.
So what score did you give it?
7.
7. All right, so we're all kind of 7'd on this one.
Yes.
Decent. Yeah, like you said, still better than Tao.
That's the new standard right now. Is it better than
Is
Tao?
Netflix breaking us down? We're just 7.
They're just going to kick us out one day. We're all going to try to log into Netflix and be like, no, you guys talk too much crap about
Sorry,
Tao.
all your movies suck except for Bright.
I'm telling you, dude, we should review Bright as a group. It's so damn good. I don't care what people say. I love Bright so much.
That was a good
Who's
one.
talking shit on Bright?
There's folks out there that don't like Bright, dude. They don't like the concept. I'm like, what you mean you don't like the concept?
That was
It's
brilliant,
amazing.
I thought.
Can we announce what we're watching next week for the group?
Absolutely.
everyone
What
can
do we got
listen?
for next week?
You want to announce it, Gagne?
Extinction.
Yes.
Michael Pena and Lizzie Kaplan.
You mean
Little-
Luis? Can't wait to see Luis.
Yeah, also known as Luis. Well, I guess we're going to get back to the end of the world mixed with sci-fi.
Right.
So, starting to see a theme either in what they're suggesting for us or what we're finding. Maybe we need to, this the 98% match is because I watch too much sci-fi nerdy stuff. So maybe I need to find some
A lot of
love
end
stories.
of the world sci-fi.
Right.
That's what we.
Hey, but I
that's
have
what
no
we're
problem
hanging on.
with Michael Pena. Seriously, he's a good actor. He's fun to watch. Sometimes I like to see him in serious roles, so
Yeah.
can't wait to see how this
great in
movie plays
everything
out.
he's in, man.
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
I'll watch anything
Like
with him.
Tom Cruise, Michael Pena and Tom Cruise.
Oh, dude, they
Same,
put him in a
same.
movie together. That's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, bro.
That'd be an interesting duo. I'd actually like to see that.
Who's the good cop? Who's the bad cop?
He could be in the next Top Gun.
Totally.
One of his flight
shit.
students,
one of his
right?
hot shot pilots, man.
That talks really quick.
Somebody reach out. We got famous people retweeting us and checking in now, right?
Yeah,
All right.
we do
Or
have a
we'll
couple
tweet
on
him.
there.
We'll hit him up on Instagram and be like, yo, go work with Tom Cruise.
We got a script.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
this.
I'm talking to you, J.J. Abrams. I'm talking to you. We can help you. We have technology.
Hook
Do
us
we?
up, we'll write for you. 1%.
Nah, 2%. Okay, we got to split it 7 ways.
Dude, 1%, come on.
Yeah,
I'll
I
take
split
1%.
1% 7 ways, bro. Trust
Feed
me.
all our children.
I'm just saying 2% be a little nicer, so there's cushioning just in case.
I agree. Anything else, guys? What we got to close on?
Evo next week, dude. Be
Oh,
ready.
yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be a long weekend.
This is episode 30 coming up, wouldn't it be?
Coming up for Evo will be episode 30.
Evo?
Yeah.
Live and in
pretty
Las
crazy.
Vegas. I'm excited to see you
You'd be in
guys and
studio.
record in studio.
It's going to be awesome. We're going to be at the convention center covering the esports fighting championship, Evo. It's going to be
At Mandalay
pretty
Bay?
sick. Is it? Oh, it's Mandalay Bay?
Mandalay Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Gonna be
actually
awesome.
inspired to download Street Fighter 5. I still suck, but whatever. Like I have it.
Hey, at least we'll see a bunch of
fighting
people.
games were the origin of esports, and
True.
Street Fighter is where it started, basically. So,
You know what I found on
It's gonna
TV today? I was surprised. Overwatch League on ABC.
oh, no kidding.
I was surprised by that because I'm like, wait, they're showing Overwatch on ABC?
Like it's a regular syndicated programming?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
It's a legit
Part of it.
league down, man.
Jeez, why not?
Yep. I know. Look
Yeah,
out.
look
It's
for
gonna-
us in our Nofa gear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We
Definitely.
got shirts. I'm sporting one now. We should definitely throw up a picture. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be there all weekend. So if you guys are in Vegas, come check us out. We'll be there.
We're more than happy to say hi, chit chat, see how you doing. Let us know about the shows.
Yeah, dude. Just come say hi.
Thanks for listening.
We're good people.
Absolutely. So check us out. Next week, we'll talk a lot about Evo. Check us out on our website, nofashow.com.
Yeah,
Also, iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean. You know the ones.
Google
Everything
Play.
digital.
Wherever you listen to us at.
Go read Gagne's article on our website.
Absolutely. Our
Yeah.
blog's going to be up. It's going to have some fun articles. So, yeah, we'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for listening.
Thanks,
We
everybody.
love you. We love you.
Bye.